Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for May 20th, 21st, and 22nd, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, this is just the introduction. It will be seen on all the videos. I will post a timestamp in the description so you can bypass this. I hope you watch it at least one time, though. Anyway, I'm going to be using, for the main readings, I will be using my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will pull out I will pull my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and then I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for the introduction, to see what universal energies are out there, I will use my Waite Rider deck, and I will pull mine out from Colette Barrett Reed, the Good Tarot. Okay, I'm getting closer to remembering her name. Anyway, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to deliver the message, try not to get too much in the way. Now, let's go in here a second just to kind of see what's going on. May 20th, Gemini season begins. This will be at 9:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we will also, on May 22nd, so we've got our two energy going, Mercury will be retrograding still, but it will be going back into, it will go into Taurus. And that will be at 9:15 p.m. So, so it's interesting that we've got Mercury in Gemini now, even though it's retrograding, and we are in Taurus season. Then, as it enters into Gemini season, we'll have 2 days where it's still in Gemini season or Gemini energies, but then it retrogrades because it's still going backwards into Taurus. So we've got the air energy, we've got the earth energy with that. Not a whole lot of, except for what, I'm always talking about. We still do have a lot of those solar flares going on. We do have a lot of ascension energy going on. The full moon was very intense. And then we had that weird, star that I posted. I'd never heard about that before. It's kind of like, oh, that's an interesting energy. This is where we can also, instead of taking the negative, we can turn that around into the positive. Okay? And that was Algol. Algol? Anyway, I posted on, pretty much anywhere I can post about that. Let's see. Are you all feeling like, maybe, is this because of the aftermath of all of this full moon energy? I don't feel as anxious. I just feel like I'm in a holding pattern now. I just feel like, I'm kind of circling, waiting to either take off like a plane or land. I just feel like I'm waiting to be activated, and it's just more a case of just waiting. But it's waiting for something. I don't feel it so much as it's negative. I'm not afraid of it. I just feel like it's just, okay, now it's like you've got all your bags, you've got everything prepped, you've got everything you need. Now it's just a matter of standby. Let's see. Let's see what the cards will say. Cards, higher power. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Standby? Well, what does that mean for us? Let's put it that way. What does the universe, what's going on in the universe right now? May 20th, like I said, Gemini season, air energy, very smart, very electric type of energy going on. Choices, roads, because they do have the twins, so there are some choices with that. But what higher power? What do we need to know? Tell us, for the universe, for the country, for wherever we are living in general. Here we are. Cut it. Remember, anything reversed has stronger energies for me. Also, too, court cards have dual energies. So if we have any court cards, you'll know pages have the earth energy as their bottom, as their main, or as their source energy. Knights have the fire energy. Queens have water energy, and kings have the air energy. So let's see what we have going on here. First card is, we have that Justice card coming up again. We've had Justice cards coming up, in and out. It hasn't been for the last couple of readings, but it was a reading before that time. So we have an 11, we have that 1-1 energy. Numbers have strength. Numbers have meaning. 1-1, are new beginnings. 10s are transitional energy, so transitioning into a new beginning. 1 + 1 is a 2. 2 has choices, decisions, and it also has a coming together. Now, justice can be legal energies happening, but I don't do legal lawsuits, nothing like that. I don't give that. Go see a lawyer, go see whoever it is, solicitor, depending on where you're at. A lot of times this is universal justice. We still have Mercury in retrograde. And I've been saying this since I started, that Mercury in retrograde brings about a universal balance, or tries to balance things. A lot of times that Empress is when she's trying to make things right. So we have something going on possibly this weekend, universal justice, basically very divine justice happening at the same time, things trying to balance themselves out. And, one of the things, we never will go back to what we used to know. That's over with. That's done. But there can still become balance. Balance can still come into our lives. And, we do have that air energy. Swords is air energy. And we do have this Libra energy going on where we are creating some balance. We have dualities of the peers. So there could be some, there could be some rulings. There could be, and again, in the universal language, there could be some things coming out that brings about justice. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, now remember. Okay, here we go. Reversed. We have a 5. 5 is change. Positive, negative, it's change. Now the thing about this is the 5 of Swords. So, the 5 of Swords always gives me a sneaky snake type of vibe. These two people, and we don't know if there's any more there, but, the swords are laid down. This one is holding the swords. I never quite like his intention, not quite sure what it is, but I never quite like his intention. I feel like there is, like this energy, and I call him Sneaky Snake. This has just has a dishonorable energy around it. It's kind of like, out for himself, and will do whatever he needs to do to get whatever he needs to do, to get whatever he wants in order to do it. Okay. So I do get this, remember swords is your, is your Gemini, your Libra, and your Aquarius. Now Saturn is still in Aquarius. It will be there for, what are we in May? So until, January, February of 2023. And, that has a lot of illusion versus reality, seeing the truth. So something, for whatever reason, truth may come out. Again, there's that justice. Sneaky Snake might be revealed. I don't know. We're kind of waiting. We're still in that standby mode. It just has that energy that, and also too, air energy could be your hearing news, making some plans. Again, I do feel like Sneaky Snake is about to be discovered. I think at any point, these people can turn around and see Sneaky Snake. Okay, let's see what this card has to say. Okay, so now we have Cups. Cups energy. That is our water energy. That is our Cancer, our Pisces, our Scorpio. We still have planets in Pisces. We still have the aftermath of that Scorpio full moon with the eclipse. This is walking away, turning your back on something that might have had been an emotional hold on you. So it could be also looking for a new path. 8 has unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. So interesting stuff. We have justice. I do feel very much divine type of justice here. We could have, and again, that Sneaky Snake. I think maybe somebody, whatever this Sneaky Snake energy is representing, and it might be a bigger, it's not just necessarily a person per se. The energy is Sneaky Snake. I do feel like it's discovered, and this is walking away, finding your new path, finding finding where you want to go. There's a lot of emotional energy here, and it's a walking away from this emotional energy. I find it interesting that we do have the moon here. And let's see, this would be, I think, now the waning moon is as the moon gets smaller, okay? And the waxing moon is as the moon gets larger, okay? So I think that this is waxing to the full moon. I could be wrong with that. Or it could even be a lunar eclipse energy here too. It looks like the moon, but maybe it's not. And the fact that we're coming onto the weekend following that lunar eclipse, it could be that this is just, again, a lot of people walking away and leaving emotional baggage behind. Okay, let's see. Finding a new journey. Again, I do get that standby energy. We're all in kind of that, we're waiting. But this is walking away and, finding your own path, finding a new path. Okay, higher power. Can you clear? Okay, yes, let's see what this is. Okay, well, this is that new path. So we have an ace. We have an ace, which is a 1. So we have 11, 5, 8, and now we have a 1. So ace is a 1. Just said that. New beginnings, new start. Fire is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Remember, Jupiter is in Aries, the planet of opportunity in the fire signs. Very passionate, burning, determined. The ace of fire is, when we come from here, when we come from turning away from the emotional energies, the emotional baggage, and we come to the ace of fire, this has something to be passionate about, but in a good way, something that we want, something that we're ready to, really ready to work for. So the universe is having a lot of things. I feel like there's a big reveal with that five of swords. There's a lot of turning away, walking away, finding your new path, could be starting over. And then here is that energy where we do start over, where it's, and again, remember, this is universal energy, where we do start over and we just find that new path very exciting and almost breathtaking. Okay, so it's an interesting energy for the weekend. We'll see. We'll keep our eye on that Justice card. Keep our eye on seeing who Sneaky Snake is. And I do feel, starting your path, very exciting path. Now, the only energy we did not talk about was our Earth energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, your job, your money, your career energies. Also to your home. It's very tangible energy. And remember, on the 22nd, Mercury will retrograde back into Taurus. So interesting times that we live in, and it's all good. Oh, take a moment, so I won't have to say it in the individual readings, but please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications, watch the whole darn playlist, and just know that our readings start now. Hello, my Leos. Well, let's see what higher power has to say for my Leos. Let's see, higher power. What do Leos need to know? Okay, there's a little bit, we sometimes we have to kind of be a little bit more, I don't know, do we want to say submissive? I don't know about that. Kind of letting higher power lead us a little bit more. That's sometimes a challenge. Is there anything else here for my Leos? New directions? Oh, I get this now. Is that there's a new direction that's coming. New directions are coming. Okay, yes, we know. And sometimes we have to be willing to go in that direction. And it's not always easy. It's not an easy thing because many times we try to follow our intuition, and I do this myself. And we're like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense, so I'm just not going to do it. I told you that I got a new phone. I had said, do I need a new phone? I didn't ask should I get a phone, but I said, do I need a new phone? Because my phone had died. And the answer was like, no, you don't need a new phone. Now, so I'm like, okay, well, and the next day, and I also did Reiki on my phone. And then the next day, it still was dead. And I said, okay, I'm going to go buy my phone. And then I get there, the phone's turned on. The phone has been on since that time. So did I need a new phone? No, I did not need a new phone. Did I listen? No, I did not. So then you get these little tests that basically say, that are kind of like, okay, I'm going to give you intuition and we're going to see whether or not, ooh, I told you new direction. This was kind of sideways. And we're going to see if you follow it. So I've been getting some weird little directions and I'm like, okay, don't know if this means anything. I'm just going to do it. So, it's kind of like, well, we're going to see whether or not you can follow directions. So like, okay. Anyway, I told you new direction. We have the dreamer that pops up. Archangel Metatron, believed to have been Enoch. Okay? Enoch, before the flood, walked, talked on earth with God, then was transfixed or transformed or brought up to the heavens. Okay? So we have 0, source God energy. The dreamer, a leap of faith, go in that new direction. We don't know. We want to try to understand, but we are just going to do it because it's just fine. Fine. You want us to do it? Fine. We will do it. So the dreamer is a leap of faith. Follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Next card is 6 of Water. Now, this is leaving something behind, but it's also having some very positive energies to it too. 6 is the number of man, the energies you put into something. Water is our Cancer, our Pisces, our Scorpio. We had that full moon on Scorpio with Scorpio, blood moon, all that really intense energy. There are some planets in Pisces right now, so there is some water energies around us. Water is spiritual, it's emotional, it's very caring and loving. The 6 of Water is, like I said, I feel like the 6 of Water is leaving something behind, but in a loving memory, in a loving way, okay? So it could be saying goodbye to our old path. It could be it could be saying goodbye to just something that we just have held on a little bit too long. The 6 of Water is very nostalgic. Now, we do have in Mercury retrograde, which we still are in, we do have people that do come into our lives that are from our past. Not feeling that so much, but there's also, I do need to tell you that just because it came to mind to tell you that. But this is also, I kind of get us saying goodbye with this, the 6 of Water. Not saying goodbye to, the people that you love, but it's just saying goodbye to another way, maybe even an old dream. Because this is the one, follow your dreams, and maybe it's saying goodbye to an older dream. Memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. And your next card is the 5 of Earth. Well, then we go to, so we have 0, 6, 5. 5 has some change energy, positive, negative. Earth energy is our Taurus, our Virgo, our Capricorn, money, job, career. So whatever this new path is, it's going to kind of scare us a little bit. Can we do this? Is this what we're supposed to be doing? What about the money situation? The thing that you have to remember is the dreamer is blessed. The dreamer knows that this has to be the way. This is the way. This is the path. This is the future. And the dreamer, kind of like it's also a sense of fine, fine. But the dreamer is starting this new path. Little scary, a lot scary, but yet has faith, believes. So anyway, the 5 of Earth is fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment, which would be very much, this could be somebody that is leaving their own, leaving the security of a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, a corporate type of job, or and it doesn't have to be corporate, but I'm trying to give you the explanation, just the example, and starting out on their own. And it's kind of like they don't want to come to the point where they're late in life and they say, why didn't I start this? Why didn't I try this? So this is a weekend. I will tell you this. It doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily take that step, but it is a weekend for you to dream and for you to write things down and for you to let things, just let things come to you, okay? This is that time for you to let those dreams, let those thoughts come to you, okay? So let's see. Well, you know what? Higher power. What else? What can you clarify? What can clarify for our Leos? Okay, well, that one was popping out. So we have that 7. Remember, 7 is divine umbrella, divine interference, divine intervention, okay? And this is, so we have that lunar eclipse going on right here. So this is stand your ground, be firm, there is this new dream, a leap of faith, follow your dreams. So this one is basically telling you not to give up on yourself, not to give up on your dream. So what's going on this weekend? Not quite sure, except that this, again, a new path. I was getting that new path, and that fine, okay, fine. So let's see, stand your ground. Let's see now what we have, what stone or crystal would be really good for our Leos. So my Leos, did you put out some intentions with this full moon? Because that definitely is a lunar eclipse. And now where I was at, there was cloud coverage, so did not get to see it. But, if you see this today, so what date is it today? Today is the 17th. You can still put out your intentions. Okay, let's see what we have for our Leos, crystal or energy. Blue kyanite. Connecting with animals. Telepathic abilities. Finding your true path. Wow, true path. Finding clarity. I love that. I love when the cards validate the cards, or validate the message. Validate. Thank you. Anyway, my Leo, so this is going to be something happening. Now, we can always say no. Free choice. It's got to be a little scary, especially with that money situation, but life is scary. Enjoy. Anyway, my Leos, take a moment, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications, watch all of the playlists. I'd really appreciate that, or at least turn it on and walk away. Anyway, my Leos, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.